Bamboozle. Let's do it. You said hold on, cuz? Yeah.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Wilson to throw right away. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To throw is Wilson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Linval Joseph breaking free and dropping it.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Gets around him. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Play action. It's Herbert. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Herbert. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. Touchdown, LA! Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you give up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
14. Touch 50.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. A throw left side, hauled in by Hamler. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Wilson. This is Hamler on the receiving end. Touchdown! K.J. Hamler, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
I thought the nigga went down. I wasn't even going to challenge that shit. Try to like push through man, shit. This nigga on the contract here too, man. I don't know. This shit. Woo. Hey, man.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Now Herbert off the bootleg.
Oh!
And that one going to be off target and incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
That's exactly how I feel, too. Boy, that motherfucker went dumbass far.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
First down, Justin Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Chargers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throw left side, complete. That's Bryant. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 9 yards that time.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his right. That is caught. It's Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Oh!
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw, because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Herbert back to the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Now it's Herbert. It's Williams on the catch. He's going to have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Chargers! Mike Williams from 21 yards away. And the Chargers go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Makes the score Chargers 14, Broncos 7.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
You got that shit. These dudes be down there finna get out there every time. I don't know how you be figuring that shit out.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
From the 25 on second down, Wilson toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
A gain of 16.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A gain of 3, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
What? 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They go play action with Wilson. Out to his left. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Get him. Let's go.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing is Wilson. Williams brings it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Denver score. Mike Burton from 8 yards out. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Running on first down, Eckler. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
That's a nice run to get himself back on the horse after his fumble. Nothing spectacular, but a good confidence-building run.
He fumbled. That fumble better not count against him, too, on his stats. They called it back, goddamn.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down, that leads to a 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Benito, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Flush to his right. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 57 yards. As they have taken the lead. Is Hopkins now for the extra point.
Oh, my side.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
That nigga was fumbling, boy. It was kind of scaring me, goddamn me.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
You on your payroll?
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Gerald Everett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
I'm trying to get it right. How low is it now?
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 34 yards there and a first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50. 30. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy?
So was that a fumble because it was behind, because it was deflected behind
That's the
the
part
line?
that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows
Even
their
if
role
the defender
when they
touches
create
it?
a turnover like that.
Because your player deflected it behind the line, but yeah, it should have been, but I ain't tripping.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. This is caught. Touchdown, Broncos.
That should have been, but it's all good.
KJ Hamler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos
I thought it was incomplete, but that motherfucker, I didn't even run to the balls. I just thought it was incomplete. And then that mother said fumble. I'm like, oh, shit.
Try good by Gano. And they're within 7 now at 28-21.
Broncos 21.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
Well, then.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Gano out to kick this one away.
Fair catch. I'm going to pause real quick. I got to make some coaching adjustments. Get him in for a little minute. Pull him up, pull him down. Right there. All right. I'm ready when you walk in.
The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
I tried to get on
And
the
this play
inside of
will be
that.
blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
I'm sorry, I couldn't
Picked
get it
off
over.
by Justin
I held the button a
Simmons.
little too
And the
long.
Broncos are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left, toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
I want to challenge that so
They
fucking
give him
bad,
13
bro.
yards there on
I
the
want
play
to
and a
so
fresh
bad,
set of
but I'm not, 'cause I don't want to
downs.
waste my time out just in case I need it. Boy, I want to challenge that shit so bad.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Need to have my number with them Jones.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try it too. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's look double count right here. Double count.
There's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll bring them back within 4. But whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
I just take P's first if you want to. I don't really need your 7s.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Herbert off of play action. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
On first down, it's Herbert. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 13 on the Charger first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And he can only manage to get a couple.
Bro, that nigga ran into the
coming
wall,
up.
They suspected
He
it was a
ran
power
into
play
a brick-ass
coming
wall,
out.
bro.
And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry.
I'm going to need you to chill.
Just a couple on first down.
Play action. It's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's Bryant. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
This is a counter play. Eckler. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Under pressure, and he'll go down.
That was a
back
dud.
at the 26-yard line. That's
That was a dud.
Kasi who got in there and finished.
You could have let me finish the play.
They had the right
Damn.
down and the definite
That's
distance
selfish.
to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad. But a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Sliding out of the touchdown. Mike Williams. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone.
Oh, my God.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience,
That's caught inside
Oh
the 20.
my God, E.
A huge
Boy, what you doing over there?
64 yards.
God
But you know,
damn.
talk about the mobility and the accuracy
God
first.
damn.
The arm strength, that's
That
what
was
can
a
turn Russ into
nice
a
ass
danger Russ.
pass.
and that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need
God
a big play to
damn.
shake things up.
I
get
couldn't even
life
do
in
shit
your
about it.
side,
I didn't
get
even click
everyone
on. I was
believing
afraid
again,
nigga go
and they
take
got
the fuck
it
off.
there in a big
I
way.
should have just clicked on.
Real
Shit.
field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Damn,
The
boy.
defensive play makes a huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. He's got a man. It's his fullback. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Robinson will try to pick it up. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game.
Damn.
Because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to be stone cold behind the line of scrimmage. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Wilson.
Yeah.
This
I hit
one
the wrong
swung out
fucking
to
button, bro.
Williams. Touchdown Broncos.
That's good. I hit the wrong button, bro. I sent everybody to the. I sent everybody, bro,
And
by
the
accident.
Broncos have cut it back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season. but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds and they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far, so good for him.
What we doing in this motherfucker here, bro?
Touchdown here to kick it away.
This is the E I wanted to see, but goddamn it, I wanted to see you on a different game, not on mine.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. From the 29, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. This one is incomplete.
Nice.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Damn, that was a good-ass pass, boy.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. And some room to work. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
All this right that time. God damn, I finally got that motherfucker right. I told him who to pick up, and he got it right.
Staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a throw in the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Chargers will add to their 4th quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Get the fuck out of this game.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Now Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He'll find Williams on the slant. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Here we go. It's Wilson on fourth down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on fourth down.
Call me slipping.
Wilson.
Oh, come on. I thought I was on him.
Play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Damn.
So it goes as a completed
lost the
pass,
yards,
but
but
they lose
still.
a full 5 yards. Fourth quarter, every
Come
drive
on.
is so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one, but the second one didn't even matter.
And he'll be tackled on the other side
That
of
was
midfield.
nice. I can't deny it.
46-yard line.
That motherfucker was nice. Boy,
You
you a
cannot
hoe.
write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
To throw again is Wilson.
Let me get that.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurt.
I'll be right back. I'll be right back. I'm back. Goddamn chat, I done burnt my goddamn potatoes.
Right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 28. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Herbert buying time to his
Nice.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Josie Jewell.
Get the damn
and the
first.
Broncos are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
What? Don't do this. We almost done, brothers.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better?
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chargers, there was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory.
Shit, we both only threw 2, cuz. Damn, we was pretty fucking close in completions and attempts, bro. That 64-yard pass was ridiculous. These niggas got pancaked. You gave up 2 sacks. He gave up 1. How many times did I get sacked this game? See how many was actually on me. Is that not on me? No, it's not. Yeah, man. Gotta make sure the game right. You know what I'm talking about?